Hi friends, this is Linda's Electric Quilters on YouTube, and I'm Linda V. Taylor, and today I have with me
Corey Pearson.
And we're going to do some fun freehand techniques and some Statler on designs, computerized design, on this cute little table runner. So stay tuned, we're going to get started.
Alrighty, so we have this fun table runner that I actually picked up at the Tulsa Quilt Show in Oklahoma for $5.
You're going to tell me that.
Yeah,
I knew you
for
were going to say that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem. And so it's already been hand quilted a little bit, but I wanted to bring it up here to film with you so we could take it kind of to the next level with some freehand and computerized
And we're going to do
designs.
different things in each one so they
Exactly.
can kind of get some more ideas.
Some variety, exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess we'll just go ahead and start with the Statler side
Okay,
of it, and then
let's
we
do
can
one
move
block with that.
to the freehand side.
Okay, awesome.
So I'm going to grab the head of the machine, and first we want to draw a boundary around
Okay.
where we are. So I'm going to go to Draw Boundary on my computer screen, and with the head of the machine, I'm just going to click multiple points throughout the ditch of this block because I just want to make sure that when I start playing with it on the computer screen that I got everything exactly where I want it to be. Some of these older antique quilts, some of those blocks weren't perfectly square. Even on today's quilts, they're not. So giving it multiple points gives me the ability to easily edit it on the screen to make it happen. Right through here. Alrighty. And then whenever we get there, we're going to do close drawing and exit drawing, and then we're going to head over to the computer screen so we can start designing.
Okay.
Okay. And I have a couple different patterns in my pattern manager in the project section that I've chosen to kind of play with on this one. And I think I want to go with this loop-de-loop one that we've got.
That one looks good.
Yeah. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to drag and drop it to the screen. And then, Linda, if you will, since we kind of don't really know where the center of this is, can you put the head of the machine in the center of that block? Just kind of eyeball it for me?
This one's pretty easy because it's got that center thing in it.
Right.
So the needle is right, I think, in the center, right there.
Okay. So then we can look on our computer screen, and look, I almost got it spot on.
How about that?
I can just drag and drop it right to about to the center, so then we can edit it from there.
Okay.
So I've got my universal handles on, and I'm going to use my orange square and just extend this out where I need to. And it looks like I need to come down a little bit, so I'm going to use my purple and bring this down. And then if I want to, I can zoom into this side, and I can use my gray handles and just kind of move that.
Those
right
can be
into
really
place.
scary, you know that.
They can be, depending
Because
on.
you have to have a really good steady hand.
Steady hand, because if you take it, sometimes they'll just start flying everywhere.
But now your center's off, too.
Just a little bit, yeah. So we can just take that. It is a little bit off, but I'm actually okay with that.
Okay.
It's not super far from where it actually needed to be. And with those loops, it'll kind of bring it all together and kind of center it up.
However, you have that one part, that brown in there.
That's true.
You know? So you got to think about the quilt, because if that was off in that brown area, it wouldn't look as good.
That's true.
Yeah.
So what I could do is I could try another pattern. So let's see what another one would look like. Because with this one, I'd probably have to divide it a lot just to get everything centered the way I want it to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take this one off, drag and drop another one on.
Ooh, that one's pretty.
This one is a pretty one. And get it about centered where I need it to be. So center that up right there. And then I can play with my orange handles to kind of shrink things in where I need to.
Because that does everything at once.
Correct.
So it keeps the center where it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if I need to, I can play around just to get everything exactly where I need it to be, center-wise. Now, from here, what I would do, bring that down just a little bit more, maybe bring this one up a little bit more, so I can focus really with the center. But now we've got these edges that we've got to worry about, okay? Let me bring this one in too. So instead of using our gray handles, which might take away our center again, I'm actually going to go into nodes, which is one of my favorites.
Okay.
So I can right-click and go down to nodes. And from here, I can just actually manipulate the whole pattern itself just by using my nodes. So I can bring this all the way down, bring
right
this
to
one
that.
in a little bit.
Because you were so confident where you clicked, right?
I'm very confident where I
Okay.
clicked. So that's why I put so many points. So I'm going right to the boundary. So I'll bring that one there, this one over here.
This is going to fit so perfectly.
Start and ends. Bring those in where they need to. And just
Okay.
put all those pieces exactly where I want them to be.
Well, if people don't think this looks fun, it is fun.
It's so fun and it's so easy
It is.
that you can really make any pattern work the way you
Yeah.
want it to.
Wonderful program.
So I get it right there.
There we go.
I'm ready to start quilting.
Okay, now you have to
Delete that other one off.
Yes, delete that one or turn it red so that it won't sew that one.
Let's get that one off because otherwise, yeah, it'll start sewing right there.
Okay,
So let's go ahead and hit start quilting.
all right. Right in the corner.
Yeah, so the machine's going to get right to its start point. We will pull up our bobbin thread, hold those taut, and press continue. Oh, I forgot one thing though.
What?
When you were stitching this, when your freehand one, you were doing it in constant. So it had a little bit of a wider stitch.
Oh,
If I start stitching this one computerized, it's going to do
It's gonna
12
be
stitches per
smaller,
inch. And
yeah.
it's going to be really obvious that one was done computer, one was done
yeah,
freehand.
because it's $5.
Right
I mean,
away.
come
I mean,
on,
it's got-
Corey.
It's got to be perfect. So I'm actually going to drop down
Drop
the
the
stitches per
stitches,
inch.
okay.
So that's
Right.
really easy to do.
Okay,
So, well, there we go. if
Stop.
if I press the right button. So I've clicked on the pattern,
okay.
and you see there's this little eye down here at the bottom left.
Well,
of
I
the
always
pattern.
wondered what that was. I thought it was information.
Well, it technically is information about the
Okay,
pattern. So if
okay.
I left click on that eye, it's going to bring up everything about that pattern.
All right.
So there's the stitches per inch.
There it is.
So let's bring that down to 10.
Okay.
Press enter, then press save and close.
Okay, then it's going to match. Pretty close, because I was going pretty fast on some of that constant. Yeah.
So it's
Awesome.
there. We'll pull up that bobbin thread,
There we go.
press continue, and it's on its way. And so now it has that wider stitch that looks more like what you were doing in constant.
Yeah. And you know, it really kind of looks more like the hand quilted. And you never have to take out, if you buy one of these, you never have to take out the hand quilting. You just leave that precious hand quilting in there.
That's what I was worried about when I got up here. I was like, I
Absolutely.
wonder if we're going to have to take all of that out.
No. You just leave that alone. That is just such a big part of it, and so much love goes
Right.
into that, and so much time. So you just leave it alone and just quilt over it, or next to it, or in spite of it,
Or around it.
or around it. Yes. That's very cool. And it is going right to the edge, which is really, look at that, it's right there. So you did click good.
I
Good
was
job.
confident with my points.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. See, that center is going to be perfect.
Yeah, definitely. With lining it up with that crosshair, and then the ability to use our nodes to make sure that we keep that center intact, because it's definitely really noticeable.
Yeah,
if that
yeah,
center's
it
not
would be on
there.
this one especially. It would probably drop the value $2 or $3.
I'm telling you.
I have to go to more quote shows. I really need to shop.
I'll start
these
shopping for
bargains.
you while I'm out.
I totally love that.
Oh, it actually turned out really, really good. So
Really
it's coming
nice.
right up here to the corner.
Yeah,
And look at that. It's all done.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It turned out really, really well.
All right, let's do some freehand.
Yay.
I'm going to do this block freehand, and so I'm kind of breaking it down a little bit. And first of all, I'm going to make a cross mark here. I'm just using this chalk pencil, which I really like. And then just kind of freehand, I'm going to make a circle in there. I'm not going to sew that, but you'll see what I'm doing. And I'm on constant. So I'm going to come up like that with a teardrop. So I came to the edge of the circle. And then I'll come over like this, and then with another teardrop to the edge of the circle, and over to the edge of the circle, and over, and teardrop, and over. Okay, so there's my design for the middle, which I'm happy with. Okay, now I'm going to come up inside of this other applique that she has put on here, and I'm just going to put a curl in there like that, and I'll come over here and put a curl in here, and then I'm coming up through the middle of this. This is a good little sashing design too. Just putting some curls all the way up. I'm doing 4, and then I come back and I just echo it like this. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to match the feathers that I did over here. And just come back like that. The trick here, of course, is to stay on the same line if possible. If you get off a little bit, it's not the end of the world. And while I'm there, I can just follow this line back down and come out like this and over. And a curl, a feather there, and back, and over, and over. And I'm just going to follow this up, follow this back down, come out, and over. The more continuous I can sew, of course, the better. Well, not only the better it looks, but the less time consuming it's going to be. Come back down that line like that. And then I have drawn a line here through the center. So I'm just going to come over to that line. So over to the line, and then out with my feather, retrace, and back. Out with my feather, retrace, and back. Feather, retrace, and back. And then just another little one right here. And I could come right back through here, over to here, and then I can start the other side. But you can see how beautiful that comes together everywhere. Okay, so Corey, I want you to finish that block just like I did those. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Come on.
Okay, well, let's see. You're sitting right next to me. This is going to be a little
It's not
scary.
nerve-wracking. No, it isn't.
All right,
Here
so
he goes.
I'm going to go here.
There you go. Good job. You're just kind of matching those feathers on that side.
Trying. All right, and then you came down this line here.
Then you can go on the applique.
You went up, curled it, came back down. You did 4 in here?
I did 4.
Okay.
And it would look funny if it only had 3, so.
Oh, goodness. I don't know if I'm going to be able to match yours. All right, and then
You're
you came
used to
and
doing
echoed
other
it.
freehand designs.
Exactly. All right, what are we doing here? Hold on. We went this way. Oh,
Yeah.
I got to do that side too, but we'll do this one. Okay.
They're coming, yeah, they're coming off at the top. Very good.
All right, with you.
First your teardrop.
Ah,
There you go.
I have a little bit of a curl in there. That's okay, though.
That's all right. You can start with a curl. Generally, you start with a teardrop, but a curl's fine.
All right, end with that
All right.
teardrop, come down.
And then that curls to the outside.
And that's this way.
There you go. And
Just
then
like
you
that.
make a teardrop. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do a teardrop out this way?
Out that way.
Okay. So, teardrop.
And then come,
Uh-oh. Oh, well. We'll do this feather.
just keep the machine running. Okay. You're making time if the machine is running.
Exactly.
Doing the long arm feather there.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay.
There we go.
Awesome.
Not too bad.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you another thing. See if you can do this.
Oh, goodness.
Here we have the same block, but we're doing something different in it. And first of all, I'm going to do the applique. And I'm just doing kind of a little thing like this on each side. Then I'm coming up and I'm doing like a circle and then staying in it. And do the same thing in the middle. I call those texture dots. Have you ever heard of those?
Yeah, I've heard of them before.
Okay, that's because you had...
I'm over here studying, so I make sure that I can
That's
pass
right.
the quiz.
That's right. You better be. All right. Let's come down like that, and then up, and another texture dot. So you make a little circle and then fill it in. Okay. And now we're going to do Linda's Egyptian curl.
Okay.
And it doesn't start from the bottom. You have to start from the top and come down. But I'm telling you, you can use this in anywhere. You can push it into corners and circles and everything. So we're just going to follow this out a little bit. Then we're going to come out a little ways from it because we're curling in toward it, like that. And then as you come up here, you come into the circle, touch the tip of the last one, and then come back, okay?
Oh, okay.
Touch the tip of the last one and back. Curl, touch the tip of the last one and back. Got it? Mm-hmm. Students do pretty well with it, although you don't see it very often because I invented it, and that's absolutely the truth. Okay? I've never seen anybody else do it, ever. That's why I call it Linda's Electric, or Linda's Egyptian curl. Now we need to have a line over here, so when we do it on that side, let's just go up that other side and do it over there. And I can see that I've left a space there, but I'll come back when I'm here. I can come back over and put a curl in there, just because I didn't have it on the other one, so because I did them at a different time. Okay, so there we go. And you swing in tight and then make a really pretty head on the curl. Swing in tight, touch the tip of the last one, and then make a really pretty head on the curl. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Or swing in tight.
Tight.
And then touch the tip and make a nice curl. Okay.
Yep. And you can do this really long. I mean, it doesn't have to be in a tight area like this. And you get this beautiful, even space. You know, when you're coming in and out of the curl, it's so beautiful. So we'll come over here, come around like this, same thing. Linda's Egyptian curl. Linda's Egyptian curl. See, if you say that, it really helps. There we go. Look how fast you can do this, and it's so complicated. I mean, you know, really, this is a really tight design.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be, but it is in here.
It adds really beautiful texture.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You see, now I can just come down and still touch the tip of that last one, and I can even do one more right there. Then I'm going to come up in here because there is that one area right here, and I'll just put a curl in there.
There we go.
There we go. Yes. So in the middle of this, and then I'm going to have you do some of those. How's that? I'm going to just use my ruler, and I'm going to stitch across like this. And then as I stitch down like this, I'm going to put some like herringbone things on like this. Back to the center. Then I'll come up here as I come back. Stay on that line. Thank you for the wonderful contrasting thread. That really is a nice challenge. Let's put a texture dot right in the middle. And then as we come back here, we'll put these herringbones on here. And there we go.
Just like that.
That's a cool middle, isn't it? So I'm going to sew over here so you can start. And let's see what Corey can do.
Okay. So when we're doing this, we're going to come out to the top and make that curl first, right?
Yes, but you're going to follow. You want to follow this up, and then you kind of rear out and do enough for your curl.
Okay.
And then the next curl, and then you touch the tip of the last.
Okay.
Okay. Tight. You didn't leave enough time, enough space to. Okay.
Oh, I'm with you. Okay.
Okay, and then follow your stem down. Okay. You see how you're coming out perpendicular to your design?
Yep.
Do you see how I came over and went down? So you want to come down. You want to follow that original line down.
Let's try this again.
Okay.
So come this way
Touch
and
the
then
tip of the last,
come
and then
down.
there you go.
Touch the tip of the last one.
There
and then
you go. That nice swing. So come clear down. There you go. So it goes a different direction. It's really going vertical instead of so much horizontal.
I'm with you. I probably should have been saying Linda's Egyptian.
There you go. Well, there. See, now that was perfect. It was perfect. Very good.
Alright, so we're going in here, then we're going to go up and do a textured dot.
Texture dot. And then
Come
2 little
down.
leaves on each side. Very good.
And then come up, textured dot.
And then just sort of those little things on the side. They sort of match the middle, which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have done texture dots on all of those if we'd, you know, had time, but.
Here, textured dot, and then 2. All right, so then I'm going to come up to here, follow this up.
Yeah, either way.
Either way, or go that way?
whichever side you want.
All right.
So
So we'll go up through here,
follow it
this
up,
way.
rear out, curl toward. Yeah,
and then come down.
yeah. You got to leave.
Curl.
Remember that you're going to swing out on the curl, so you don't want to swing
Oh, that's right.
quite
okay.
so far out the first time. Tight, and then swing out on the curl.
Like that?
Kinda.
Kind of. All right. So I'm going to have to use my chalk pencil here.
That's okay.
So we're going to come up through here, swing out this way and curl.
Yeah, curl sooner so
Okay.
that you can swing out on the outside of that curl.
Gotcha, and then swing out that way.
That's- yep.
I'm with you. Okay.
You swing it on. Okay.
All right. so
Rear
then
out now,
Rear out,
tight, and then swing out. There you go.
but then
And
make
don't
sure it
come
goes
straight
down
back.
the design.
Yeah,
instead
come
of,
all. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
You're following your line back.
Curl, swing
Let's
out.
call it a home base. There, you've got the rhythm. You see how easy and fast it is to catch that rhythm of it?
Yeah, you got to sing the song with it.
Yeah. You have to have the right eye makeup. Egyptian eye makeup helps.
All right, so up here, swing in close, tight curl, and then swing
Yes.
out. Okay.
Okay, here he comes.
Swing in close, tight curl, and swing
Swing
out.
out and follow. In, touch the tip of the last one. So your curl can be anywhere. It's that when you swing out on the head of it that you touch the tip of the last one.
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
And you can,
So then here, but then swing out
Yep.
and touch the tip. Oh, see,
You
I was
can-
trying to touch it the whole time.
yeah, make sure you swing out enough to, there you go. You can get so good at this that it is so perfect, it's unreal. It's just beautiful. And it's so fun to do.
It's fun,
Hey,
it's fast, it's easy.
Good job.
There we go.
All right. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you had as much fun watching as we had fun doing this.
Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and then subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest educational videos.
Bye.